research for dropshipping. My name is Chris, and I am from the Freedom Club. And I'm here today to help you find your next or your first winning dropshipping product. And that's kind of like I do this day in, day out. I live and I breathe e-commerce, and I teach people how to do this. And I do that all thanks to the Freedom Club, which is a school for e-commerce that you can join today. And we have literally got thousands of students in the Freedom Club. Well, let me just adjust my camera real quick. Thousands of students in the Freedom Club, and lots of our students get results like these. If you are interested in learning dropshipping and working with coaches like myself to get results, all you have to do is come on over to the Freedom Club, book a call, or sign up for free and join our free program, which has bare bones enough to get you started. And when you get results, maybe you can join then. In the meantime, I'm going to invite our students in, and I'm going to help them find their first winning dropshipping product. So we'll go live on the platform right now. Welcome, Freedom Clubbers. My name is Chris. Welcome to Product Research for Wednesday. Oh, I need to clear my glasses so I can see. If this is your first time here, don't forget to jump on in the chat. Let me know that you're new. Let me know what you're up to in the course. And if you're thinking about a particular product, drop it in the chat and I can review it. My job here is to train or coach the coaches. I'm the head of education. I'm also the guy who approves the product that you want to run. So you may as well ask in here. And it's not a formal approval. You still have to submit your product, but you can still ask questions about what you're thinking. What you think about running. All right. Now, if you do want to watch this on YouTube, I do go live on YouTube. You can watch it there as well. The viewing experience is different. You may as well drop a like and a subscribe over there so that you can watch my content. So you can watch my content maybe while you're not logged into the platform here, while you're on the go, you don't miss anything. And a lot of people just jump on in and get a little taste of ecom for the week. So I'd love to invite you to do it if that's where you feel more comfortable. Now, just so you know, my name in YouTube is Conversion Crusader. I will be rebranding this to something along the lines of Freedom Club, and that's coming very soon. I'm just waiting for Austin to give me some of those graphics. All right, so hello Michael, hello Nikki, hello James. First time here, James, welcome. And Terrence, welcome back. Welcome back to the program. Let's do this, Terrence. Let's make some money. Let me readjust my screens. And then I'll share my screen and we'll get started. First time here, Laura. First time, Nicole. Awesome. So look, guys, if you do want to know more about me, I don't want to do a little spiel every time I do a product research call because it's getting old. But if you do want to know a bit more about my history, where I've come from, a bit more about my store, this is the freedomclub.com website. If you scroll down, you see a little thing with me here, and I've made over $16 million in sales over the past 8 years in ecom, and that's my story there. If you do want to load up. All right, so one thing we need to get out of the way. I use an app called PiPi Ads. I know it's a funny name, and I use this for my spying tool. Now, in the course, we teach you to use Minia. Minia is fine. Minia is great. My preference is PiPi Ads. You don't need to go out and buy PiPi Ads. You can continue using Minia. I prefer on the stream to use this. It's just much easier software to use on the stream. And I do like the fact that I get data from PiPi Ads from Facebook and from TikTok as well. So you can just watch me use it, and you can use my data if you'd like. Okay, now my data. I choose to run a separate spreadsheet that I control. I'm going to give you guys access to this too. So this is my spreadsheet. This isn't the Freedom Club spreadsheet. This is one that I made and I update. And in this spreadsheet, I have a color coding system. If the product is red, avoid the product. If the product is orange, it means I need to come back in a week or two and revisit the product and see if it's viable or not. If it's white, it's a great product, go for it. It'll probably make you a ton of money. If it's green, it's also a great product. It may be a bit easier to implement for a new person. Doesn't mean it's going to be more lucrative. In fact, some of these green products might not be as lucrative, but might be your first easy win. Sometimes an easy win is much better than a lucrative hard win. And if it's gold, well, gold means that either I have sold it in the past, I'm currently selling it, or I'm building a store to sell it, or I just have a plan to build a store to sell it soon. I run about 4 or 5 different stores, and I manage 3 or 4 other big stores for clients. So I'm in a lot of things. I do a lot of things. Now, we are already in February, so let's go and make a February list. Feb 26. February 26. Now, I know that you're probably going to go and have a look in January and have a good look in December and probably be a little bit cautious about going too much further through the list. However, one sec, let me just clean this up. However, some of the best products are back a few months and maybe even back a whole year. This has been a year since I started this whole thing. And while a lot of them are turned red, some of these things that I've found, they're still making a ton of money. Take this guy, bamboo boxes that I found in February 2025. I wanted to build a website like this for so long. I was thinking about this was going to be my next product. These guys did it. And they did it well. And let's go see if they're still running ads. They sure are. Tons of great ads. Ads that go back from a month. Terrific. A month isn't a long time for a business to be running ads. I'll give you an example, right? So my business is Home Craftology. Now I am in the process of scaling this. We have scaled 30% every month over the past 3 months. And you can see here, I haven't touched my ads since October and since September even, some of these. So this little number here gives us a little cheeky indication of how long ago somebody actually changed their ads. And I got this one was running since August. In my opinion, the further back in time this is, the better indication that this is a stable product. And you will probably find there's some businesses out there that have a bunch of ads like I do that haven't been touched, but also have a bunch of ads that have been touched. And in my view, that's a business who's probably scaling very hard and trying to scale further. So my next stop for Homecraft will be getting a whole bunch of new ads in the next month or two and seeing how I can scale. So look for this when you're looking through the ads. Now, this is the Facebook ad library. I'll give you a link for this as well. This is free. And basically, as soon as you publish your ads, it's visible to the world and anybody can spy on you. So we can use this to spy on any business that you want. Just type the name in here. Make sure you're searching in all locations. Make sure you're searching all ads. And you put in the name of the brand and you press enter and you click on their little profile and off you go. You can see every ad they have running and you can try and figure out which is the best ad and even just use them as a blueprint. Like, you can't take their images, but you can certainly make your own images that look similar. All right, so Michael, you were looking through my list earlier and you saw the sling bag. The sling bag. I'm laughing because I don't sell this one, but I have a sling bag store. Well, not a sling bag store. I have a store called Stones and Ash. And that's actually our best-selling product, is a similar one for women. So, is it good? Yeah, I think it's a cool product. You're saying that you can't find this exact version on eBay or Alibaba? We'll just find something similar. And you know what? Let me see if I can find one for you. So I'm going to take a screenshot. Now, you can always go to our suppliers in China and you can have a chat with them. So we'll go to AliExpress. Just give me a moment. Oh, with the RFID blocker. That's That's where it gets a bit tricky. And to be honest with you, this is the problem that I'm having with bags. This is the biggest problem. There's bags that I want to sell that I can't sell unless I actually go and pay a factory to make them. How do you get a factory to make them? You would go through Alibaba. Now, Alibaba can connect you to factories who produce products, like actually make them, and you can talk to them about how you might want the product changed, even get your logo on them. But you only really want to do this when you've proven that you can sell a product, because it's going to take an investment for mostly. Now, some of these have a minimum order quantity of 1, which is pretty good. That's a good. Oh, this looks like a nice product. I could probably sell the crap out of that. Where did it go? I want that one. Oh, how does this? I don't know. I can look at that later. This is your time. I can look at that later. Now, back into AliExpress. So we do have it here. In fact, we have the exact same pictures here. What you could do, I could put you in touch with our supplier. These would be like $5, maybe $7 with shipping, or less. I can put you in touch. Oh, this has got RFID protection right here. What are you talking about? You can't find it. What are you talking about? What I will do, I'm going to give you my WhatsApp link. Come over, chat with me on WhatsApp. No, don't apologize. This is what I'm here for. Come over, chat with me on WhatsApp. I'll put you in touch with our supplier, and he can actually give you a quote for getting this with the RFID for you, and he can handle everything through, like, it'll be an automated drop shipping rather than using eBay or rather than using AliExpress. We'll send you directly to our warehouse, well, our partnered warehouse, and they will help you get this launched. The price will be a little bit more expensive than this, because this is a deal that Alibaba have on. So I'm not sure. I reckon about $10-12, because Alibaba doesn't always put in good shipping, and that's what we have to be careful of. So I'd expect about $10-12 on this. What type of product would I recommend, or what niche would I look into for your first store? That's such a hard question. Such a hard question. Because I know many niches of stores that are doing really well. And honestly, anything to do with health, anything to do with home or garden, or basically, look, the type of store you should be building should be a problem-solving store. Laura, to start off with, are we using eBay as a supplier, AliExpress, etc.? I would never use AliExpress as a vendor, ever. Even though I did start my own store using AliExpress, this isn't where we start. By joining Freedom Club, you have access to a lot better suppliers. So some businesses, and I'm not going to tell you exactly how to run your business, Laura, that's something you want to decide. So I'll give you some options. Some businesses use eBay, and they continue using eBay, and they can get up to 100K a month just selling eBay products. But you can run into problems. Your eBay supplier can get flaky. The quality of the product can drop. The eBay supplier can run out of products, and he can then ship directly from China without you even knowing. And before you know it, you've got all these people complaining that their products take too long to get. So there's a few things there, but you can, and you probably should, start with eBay. When I'm starting a new store, I start with eBay for the first week, just because I know that I can send it to myself and test the shipment. And if it gets here within a few days, I know that they're shipping from Australia, and I can send it to my UGC people from eBay and it gets to them quicker. Once I know that I can sell it, then I probably start looking at China. And the thing is, China, we have warehouses in China, so we can do pretty fast shipping. It can take between 5 and 8 days to arrive, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We can work with that in e-commerce. So if you can't find your product on eBay, or you just don't want to use eBay, let us know. come have a chat with me on WhatsApp, and I can hook you up with our supplier and have a chat to see if they have the product that you want, and you can decide if that's what you want to do. The benefits of shipping from China is you will make more money from each transaction because they're usually cheaper. Not always, but usually cheaper. You just want to make sure that you get good shipping, a good shipping option. And at the same time, that is the benefit of eBay too. Most of the time, when you're careful, when you know you have a vendor shipping from Australia, they'll get it within 3 to 4 days and the customer will be happy. But so many times on eBay, I see them saying, hey, this is shipping from Sydney. No, it's not. It's shipping from China. And you don't know until you've tested it yourself. But never, ever, under any circumstances, start a store shipping directly from AliExpress. That is a recipe for absolute disaster, because these guys will choose the slowest shipping option that makes them the most money, and when they run out, they'll just go to any factory and get any bag that looks similar, and you lose all branding power. And the thing is, if you want your package to be different, if you want to put your bag in a box, or you want to put your logo on the bag, or you want to make any changes, that's when we want to involve the Chinese warehouse, because that's how we do that. Can't do that from eBay. All right, so I've explained the colors. I've explained that you want to go back in time and look through the whole list. Don't just look over the new stuff that I find. And let's go find some products. Let's go see how we do this and get into my brain for a little bit. So I'm going to be doing TikTok and Facebook, drop shipping only. I want ads that have been last seen in the last 24 hours. And I'm not going to do any other sorting, because I just want to see, I don't want to see the top things. I want to see every single thing, because sometimes it doesn't matter if they're the top item. We're looking for ideas. So spring mattresses, bad idea, too heavy, expensive to ship. Not really what we're looking for. A high precision, non-invasive blood glucose meter. Now that's a product. That's a great product. I don't think this would be a great brand. Okay, so these guys are using a theme called the Shrine theme. It's a 500 AUD theme, and these guys are so lazy that they haven't even changed the base color that you get when you install the theme. Everything looks like ChatGPT. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that we can do better. An AI doctor. Hey, those are nice. Are they making money? Let's go see if they're making money. So we'll go to the Facebook library. Smile Solutions. That looked like them. No ads running. Okay. But this is a cool idea. A glucose monitor. I like that idea. Let's go see. Go down the rabbit hole a little bit longer. If we search for glucose monitor. And I want to look for ones in Australia. Let's just narrow the search a little bit. Okay, we've got an app. Oh, maybe it's not a good product. Because maybe these days people are using their watches and those patches that sync up with your phones. Right? What about for old people or older people who don't want to spend $600 on an Apple Watch? This has been running for a month. December 9, Vita Watch. $200, and I know you could buy that for like $10 from China. Okay. Now, I normally wouldn't say, hey, let's sell watches. But this is a diabetes watch. It's not. It's just a watch. But the angle is brilliant. It's a diabetes angle. Yeah, I think that's cool. Let's go check all of these guys' ads out. Vita watch. Eight followers, 70 followers. The watch gives you diabetes. I can't see their ad, but it must be here. Are you kidding? We had the ad in the newsfeed before. Where did it go? Let's see if there's a second one. Here's another one. Yeah, it's them. Vita watch. What if I just search Vita watch? Okay, Vita watch. 2,000 results. Too many results. But then this ad's been running since the 9th of December. 9th of December again. So they've been running for 2 months now. Plenty of ads. Eight followers. Oh, wow. So you're running ads for the past 2 to 3 months and you've got 8 followers. Okay, I'll see if I can bring up their whole account. Just bear with me, guys. And so this is kind of how you go down a bit of a rabbit hole. That's them. 8 followers. I expected them to have more. Okay, here we go. Glucose watch since December 24. I think this might be a decent idea. I think it might work. All right, let's go in the list. So product name is Diabetes Watch. Competitor website, the Vita Watch. Facebook ads are right here. I don't have PiPi ads or AliExpress, but you guys can fill that out. And I think that's a decent product. I'm tempted to make that go green. I don't know if it's going to be profitable, but it looks like it might. Maybe that's green. Maybe it is. All right. And that all came from a blood glucose monitor idea. Now, we're not selling fashion. Ooh, a shape tape concealer. Stick and brush. Oh, that's a terrible website. Yuck. Jesus Christ. There's a lot going on here. Okay, let's go see if we can find their product. Okay, so they're on TikTok. Are they on Facebook? Oh, I don't think they are. Radiance. No, I don't see them. Let's skip that one. No, we definitely want to avoid anything to do with gimmicky like gifts or anything like that. Dresses we are not interested in. Now, protein. I've had some students come through and have success with some types of like supplements. You can sell supplements. I don't do that. I certainly don't teach it. I've never done it before. I think you'd want to know a bit about supplements. I know nothing about them, and maybe know how, like, have have an idea how you're going to get yours created, because you probably want to create that within Australia. Okay, cute teddy bear. Why is it different? Okay, so you dress your teddy bear in little clothes, all right. Is that it? Get a hug. Oh, I've already had these guys on the list. Premium teddy bears, right? Let's go see their ads. You're one in a, oh, that's cool. You're one in a melon. That's cute. That's why I love PiPi ads. Takes me straight to the library. Okay, October 10, 2025. Yeah, these guys are printing money. Printing money. There's be a lot of bear fanatics out there, and this is cool because you're probably able to upsell clothes or different outfits and email people new outfits. They're kind of smart how they've done this. They put it in a box. Now I know that doesn't sound like much, but putting it in a box gives it like one of those collectible kind of feels, right? Birthday gifts, Valentine gifts, anniversary gifts. I know I said no gifts. I did say no gifts, but it's a teddy bear. And Ken Fried. Oh no, YouTube. How's it going, my friend? Now I know I said no gifts, and I stick by it. But this isn't exactly gifts, because you can buy a bunny for a teddy bear for anybody. I do think this is great, and you get to choose a card, and that's pretty easy to do. We can do that all via our Chinese fulfillment centers. Get some UGC done. Yeah, look, I think teddy bears are a great idea. We just got to get creative about what problem we're solving here. And it's got to look good. If you're going to go down this, look at the website. It's got to look good. It's got to be clean. It's got to look like a $60 teddy bear here. What's a magnetic bear? Is it because their hands stick together and you get to stick things on them? Oh yeah. Magnetic, okay. That's a cool idea, magnetic bear. All right. Here are your Facebook ads. And we've even got PiPi ads this time. All right. Any questions so far? So if you want to start a business similar to this, how would you stock the product? Would we do a typical dropshipping store where we order each product one by one from the supplier, or bulk buy? I would go and contact our Chinese supplier. No, this is what I would do. I'd say, hey, I'm building a teddy bear store. Show me what teddy bears you got. I'd stick them all in my store. I'd make sure the quality looked as good as these guys. I'd stick them all in my store. I'd say, okay, what clothing options we got? And I would I would set it out exactly. I would start with the magnetic bears. This is what I would do. Why? Because these they have a bit more things you can do with them. You can give them clothes, you can buy little items, and I would replicate this collection to start with. If I can make a few sales with this collection, then I can make more collections in the future and come up with a whole thing. And if I can find this bear, great. If I can come up with a bear if I can find a bear from China that's even a little slightly bit different, even better. Eventually, you'd want to get your own tag put on these, or something to make them unique, and you can absolutely do that. But you start small. I reckon that's cool. And looking at their ads, you can tell what works, right? You've got your Lubu looking thing. So we got key ring things. These ads are so easy. Just dressing a bear, a bit of UGC. Yeah, it's cool. All right, moving on. DJI Pocket 3, that is a commercial product. We're not going to be dropshipping that. Although you could probably dropship gimbals. You could dropship gimbals if you can find a good gimbal. Fake tan. Oh, now you got me interested. I thought she was going to eat that. Looked like coffee. thequickflick.com.au. Okay. The Quick Glow Bundle. I have never seen a student create a spray tan business. Beautiful website, by the way. I wonder if we can even do that. It's an idea. It's an idea. If you can find the product. Let's go see if these guys are making money. I mean, there must be. You see, here's your first indication they're making that these guys are absolutely printing. They've got au.quickflick.com. So this isn't quickflick.com.au. This is au. So they're using the .com. They're using markets in Shopify to basically expand to newer and fresher markets. And looking at, you know what? Do we have any ads here? Let's get more detail. Surely they're on Facebook. Oh yeah, they are. Quick flick. Yeah, 55,000 followers. Now to put that in perspective, my store, Homecraftology, what do we have? I think we have Homecraftology. Yeah, look, we got 62,000 followers. So these guys are as big as my store, maybe even bigger. What is the minimum amount of capital required to test products in the US market? And is the US market recommended for someone who does not live in the United States? I think you might be better off testing the Australian market. It's a good market here in Australia. All of our students start here. And then you can move to the New Zealand market, which is another high tech, people get paid a lot in these two countries. And the shipping is quite good. And then you can expand over to the US, Canada, the UK. But you can keep it small. I always thought it would be better to launch in the US. But I have recently been testing just launching in Australia, and it's a good way of doing it. Because then you can actually put lots of things on your website to say this is an Australian business. Doesn't have to be selling to Aussies. 1,000 Aussies love this, and you can kind of make Aussies feel more at home. And then when you move over to the US market, you can use your markets to change the website for those markets. Now, Quick Flick. 12th of January, November. Yeah, these guys are absolutely printing. They got ads that have been running for months. And not many of them. So they've been through a testing cycle. They've got their best ads that convert, and they're just like I am. They're investing in those ads rather than testing many different other ads. This is a stable business. As for if you can find a spray on tan, I'm not sure, but let's pop it in the list. You're welcome, my friend. Oh, and as for what's the minimum capital? Look, this was my first successful business. I remembered that, and look, I'd started stores before then. I remember the exact weekend that I started this business, and I probably had maybe $400 or $500 spare in my bank account at the time. We were living paycheck to paycheck. It didn't cost me tons of money to build this. You start small, like your Shopify fee is probably $150 a month with a few apps. And because I'm doing drop shipping, the only thing I had to pay for was ads. And ads, you don't have to spend what you don't have. I started small and I grew from there. Okay, spray on tan. Facebook ad library. And get rid of that. Get rid of the magnetic bear, and we'll go this one here. I'm not going to make this green. There's a whole bunch of things you're going to have to figure out before you can run around that store. So it's not going to be green. It's not an easy one to do, but it's probably highly lucrative. Probably. Okay. Valentine's Day crap. More Valentine's Day crap. Teeth whitening. We want to avoid teeth whitening. Reason being, you can get your Facebook page banned. I think there's like regulations around it about what goes in them that you can't sell. I have had a couple of students try and actually get their whole business banned just randomly selling this product. There are other teeth products that you can sell, but I don't recommend teeth whitening. Okay, what is this one? A moxibustion plaster. That's pain relief is a great niche. We've had a fair few students do really well in different pain relief products. I don't like that one though. Hydrate, strengthen. Okay, we got a hair product. Meh. Oh, a steamer. This is actually a good product. It should already be on my list somewhere. It doesn't have to be this exact product, but we have had a few students actually do quite well with a similar cleaning product for steaming. You've got to find the right angle. I will pop this one on the list. It is from overseas. Find that right angle, whether it's like busy mums or someone trying to clean the house and dirty family. I don't know. You got to find that right angle for you, but and it doesn't have to be this exact product, but it does work. What was this one? This was a steam cleaner. Would eBay be the best place to find a supplier, or as a per store, gradually expand to China suppliers? It depends on the product. For most situations, eBay is going to be easier, but there's going to be situations where you can't find your product on eBay, and you still want to go down that niche, so you go directly from China. Honestly, there's only a few different hoops you gotta figure out if you're going to be fulfilling from China. The biggest issue is the shipping time, so you just want to make sure that you understand your shipping time from China and make sure that you're not lying to people on your website. If you're going to have 7 to 12 day shipping, don't tell people it's 5 to 8 day shipping. That's going to always piss your customers off. And B, you can write a thank you email when they make an order, and you can explain it's going to take 2 days to fulfill, and then shipping time will be 5 to 12 days, and that's usually enough to make customers happy, and that fixes that problem. So with eBay, there are other hurdles that you go through, like I mentioned earlier in the stream. Which one you choose is up to you. In the Freedom Club, we teach you in the course to start with eBay, but it's not always possible. Is there one? Hold on, we got one more question. You're running a CBO campaign. Some days you get 5 to 8 orders. The other days you only get 1 to 2. So you haven't been able to achieve consistency. There is one ad set with a CBO containing 5 to 8 ads. You've added new ads in the same ad set, but they don't receive any spend. You try creating a separate ad set, but the budget still continues. So what I do is I don't use a CBO in that situation, because that does happen to me. My personal favorite right now is to use ABOs, so that if I have an ad set that I want to add new ads and they're not getting any spend, I can just duplicate the ad set and turn off the other ads. And that allows the new ad set inside of an ABO, so an ad set budget level campaign, so that can allow me to kind of spread the spend and test things. Once I've got my favorite ads that actually do really well, that's when I use a CBO, only when I'm absolutely positive that it will do well. And so Homecraftology right now is using one CBO campaign, but I tested about 150 ads to find my best ads using ABOs. That's yeah, sorry if that was too many words, and sorry for those of you who aren't up to ads yet. I do have separate streams where we talk in depth about ads, and if you wait 14 more minutes, my ad stream will be starting right on YouTube, and you can see some of our student accounts. I go through them individually and look through actual live Facebook accounts, and we help people scale. So if you want to stick around for that one, you're welcome. In terms of the Steam, so this particular example, I don't have the ads because they're only running this on TikTok. If you do want to run this, you can go do your own research and find your own ads there. We got a bag. Looks like a cool bag. But they're not really showing you much. It's just flashy animations rather than showing us what the bag can do. Okay, we've got... Well, that was a strange transition. What are we selling here? No, what? You reckon a piece of plastic did that? Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Sunny Relief Shop, which takes you to this place. Kalina. Ugh. This is disgusting. Advanced Nano Micro Needle Patch. What a bunch of bullshit. Sorry for swearing if you're watching this at home and there's kids around. I do apologize. When I see BS, I gotta call it out. Ugh. I mean, it's kind of genius. 2 boxes, lose up to 10 kilograms. I mean, that is disgusting and amazing marketing. I got to admit. Oh, the buttons. No, they're doing everything wrong with this landing page. Dear, they're scrolling. Oof, the lies. Doctor recommended clinically validated formula #1 ranked. Who is this written by? This is not how we run our pages, by the way. But let's see if we can find their ads. Do I recommend starting from scratch in 2028? Dude, and sorry if you're not a dude, but I start from scratch all the time. I launched a store last week and a store the week before that, and I launched a store the week before that. I have a problem, guys. I have a problem. I have all these stores that I want to launch. I get all these ideas doing these streams. It takes me ages to get all of them done, but I launch stores all the time. I even sell them. I launch them and sell them, and I help people launch them. I got a one-on-one student that started with me 2 months ago. He's now getting 2 to 3 orders a day on his store, and he's got a product that gets, if he gets 2 to 3 orders, that gets him like $200 to $300. And now we're scaling that store. So yeah, absolutely 2026 you can do drop shipping. In fact, with new AI tools, it's never been easier. It's never been easier. I can't see any Facebook ads. There's no way this flies. We can't sell this. Let's keep going. Ah, crap, I lost my space. Damn. All right, well, since we're already here, we're doing drop shipping, we're doing all platforms. Let's change this from last scene and let's move this to ad spend. Let's see who's absolutely killing it. Michael, would I be opposed to you launching a second store brand? You're going with the first store on your way to... Dude, I'm not going to stop you from launching as many stores as you want. Just know the only reason that we do the approval stuff is when you come, if somebody comes back and says, hey, you know, you approved my product, it didn't work, I want my refund, because, you know, we have the 30-day success guarantee. Once you've launched your store, if you're not successful after 30 days of running ads, we can give you a full refund of your of whatever you paid to join the course. If you've used a product that we haven't approved, well, then you don't get the refund. If you've done things on your store that we didn't tell you to do, you can't get your refund. So you have to do it using the Freedom Method, doing it exactly how we teach you. And for those students who do it exactly how we teach them, we have a less than 1% refund rate, which is crazy. But you've got to finish your store, and you've got to follow our instructions and make it exactly the way we teach you. And if you do that, you have a very high likelihood of success. This is a great product. I know it's kind of gifty, and at the same time, I know that wallets are not really a growing niche anymore. Most of us are sort of going away from wallets. I'm not going to put this on the list though, because it is an Indian store and it's completely the wrong market. But I mean, I'm selling handbags and I'm selling wallets to women. So yeah, it's a good niche. Glowing skin. Are we in America? That looks like yeah, let's look at America and Australia. Man, India is a growing market. Half of the stuff there that was getting the most amount of ad spend was from India. I guess their economy is starting to really modernize. Oh, okay. We've got, yeah, that's not a bad product. Not a good store though. Terrible store. Offer Bazaar. Come on. Wizzo Cart. Jesus Christ. Wrong country. A wearable smartphone. Ooh, wow. What a world we live in. Keep your washing machine Keep your washing machine clean. Ooh. Okay. I mean, you can buy that from the supermarket though, right? This is a good product. I'm pretty sure it's already on the list. So we got dog claw fixers and yeah, they do well. They do very well. What's the pricing of the mentorship? I'm to be completely honest with you, I don't know the current price of our mentorship. I don't do the sales calls. I just do the coaching. Now, if you want to work with me personally, I'll have a link soon. You can contact me on on WhatsApp. I have a link coming in the next couple of days where you'll be able to book time with me through the Freedom Club. If you come have a chat with me through WhatsApp, I can tell you how that's going to work. I'm just waiting for my Freedom Club guys to create my link for me so people can book in a time. So I will be charging around about, I think it's $2,000 per month for a one-on-one mentorship with myself. And if you are interested, just pop there, have a chat with me on that link. Okay, I have a student who actually tried these products. We couldn't get it to work. I know they seem good, but we got a few sales, but we could not get consistent sales from this one. So I don't think it has a lot of demand. Now, what is this thing? The sound of back pain relief. I do chirp, wheel plus massage muscles. I probably feel really good. All right, let's go check this out. Fitness stuff. Fitness stuff goes incredibly well, guys. Oh, okay. They're not selling in Australia yet. So if you wanted to check this one out, you would have to get a VPN. and set your country to Australia. Let's go check out their Facebook ads though. Let's just see how well they're doing. Chirp 2020. Okay, 2024. Jesus Christ. No way. Okay, go Chirp. Ads from October, December, November. Yeah, these guys are absolutely printing. Now, what are they selling? They're selling Thames machines. So where they're actually getting the money from is these 10 machines. Sorry, tens of machines. They're good products.
It feels so good when I do it before a run and just after a run. The perfect amount of pressure with
foot massaging.
The Chirp Contour Massage Table.
Okay, yeah, these guys have great products. These are all available on AliExpress or eBay as well. I'm going to pop these in the list as fitness. Fitness, all these $100 bills in my wallet. Fitness products. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. I know. Oops. Facebook ads. Now, these are all Chirp. And they don't have an AU website right now. That's okay. You can spy on them. Copy a link address with a VPN. So I'll say Chirp use USA VPN. All right. Now, before I go, I'll give you the PiPi ads for that one too. Before I go, guys, let me just share this with you again. So this is the product database. Feel free to take anything from there. I don't care how long ago it is. And again, look, if it's yellow doesn't mean that I'm dibsing it. There is no dibsing in e-commerce. If someone else is running a product that you want to run, you run that product. If another big company is selling a product you want to run, you run that product. If I am running that product, you stay the hell away. No, I'm kidding. You don't stay away. You run the product too. All you got to keep in mind, okay, is if you're looking at someone else's business and they're making money, they're showing you a blueprint for how you can make money too. But whatever you do, we don't take people's videos. We don't take people's images. In fact, in 2026, there is no reason that you should take anyone else's videos or mostly images. Sorry, I was trying to say images. I do mean videos too. I'll talk about videos in a second, but images, you can just run them through ChatGPT and say, hey, generate me an image that looks like this and uses this product. You don't need to take anybody's image anymore. You can launch a website with ChatGPT. Just using their awesome image tools. For the videos, we don't want to take people's videos that they've recorded themselves. But you can take the stuff that you see on TikTok and you can stitch it together, create something new out of a bunch of small clips. That is okay. Creating something new out of a bunch of small clips is okay, and that will get you your first few sales. But we do not take people's copy from their websites. We don't take people's images. We don't take people's videos. We just take their blueprints of their businesses, which is far, far, far more lucrative anyway. And we use them to learn how to sell the product that they're selling. And we try different angles to see which works better, because maybe they haven't thought of a particular angle for a particular product that you want to run. So you try that angle and you slice your own little piece of the pie of that market out. And ladies and gentlemen, go have fun. Go enjoy ecom. Go and get involved. And I will see you guys on Sunday for my next product review stream. Until then, go get some work done, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. For those of you watching on YouTube, I'll be back in 1 minute for my ad review stream. You're welcome, Nikki. Anyone else who's about to message, I got to shut this